The second round of the South African Rally Championship, the Sasol Rally, this year boasts an additional component as well.
Hello and welcome to the second round of the African Rally Champs. We're here at the 20th Sasol Rally in Mpumalanga, where things are about to get underway. This morning we went to go chat to some of the drivers. Let's go see what they have to say about today's rally.
The 20th edition of the Sasol Rally is proudly brought to you by Sasol. The main issue for most of the competitors was the weather conditions.
Enzo, you have the most wins on this rally. We could probably consider you the specialist. What are you looking for today?
I'm looking for rain. that would help. I think it's an equalizer for us. It challenges the driver. A couple of changes this year where the ruling body is not allowing us to use the wet tyres. So we're all on a dry compound, dry tyre, which will really make things very difficult for us in slippy parts.
How important is the recce on this rally?
I think it's very important because it's an opportunity for one to refine the notes, and to also distinguish how rough the route is. So I think it's very beneficial.
We're looking forward to it, but with trepidation, I would say. With all this rain and everything else, it's going to be really tricky, and I think we had a disadvantage, our road position one, and then all the oaks, in front know how to drive in these conditions. We're learning as we go along. So yeah, and then apparently we crash a lot, so we're going to try and not do that. But yeah, I think it's going to be really, really tricky.
How is your car going to be so much better on these tough, rocky stages?
Our cars have got what we call Riga suspension in them, and they've been developed extensively, I think, in the rough. They handle the rough very, very well. It's just the wet that's going to be a bit tricky, so we'll have to just find our feet today and see where we're at.
Now, these stages are notoriously rough. Tiptoeing around?
Yeah, the car's quite strong, but we had a problem last year, so we'll have to see how it goes.
You're off to a better start than the first rally already.
Well, let's say hopefully. And there's only one expectation for us this time, and that's to finish. I've only spent about 8 kilometers in the car. It's a left-hand drive. It's a complete different kettle of fish, but I'm satisfied with what we did yesterday. So let's hope we can finish and have a reasonable result.
First on the road, the G-Fuel Ford Fiesta of Conrad Rothenbach and Nicholas Klinger, leading both the South African and the African Rally Championship. Fourth on the road, it's Hergen Fecken and Pierre Arries in the first of the BP Volkswagen Polos. Then JP Damse and Caroline Swan in the Team Total Toyota Ranex, fifth in the championship at the moment. Mark Renier, ninth on the road, along with Robin Houghton in the Sasol Ford Fiesta. Lots of support for them there. Stage 1, 22.5 kilometers of dirt at Driekop near Graskop, all in York Timbers land. Some fast stretches and sweeps, but also some very tight and twisty corners there. No sign of any impending rain at the moment as the drivers get ready for the start of stage 1.
All right, car number 4, it is the G-Fuel Ford Fiesta, Conrad Rothenbach, Nicholas Klinger. Of course, they're known for their outstanding driving and getting on the pace from the get-go.
Won the first round in KwaZulu-Natal. They don't look like they are doing it, but it's a cautious start at the moment. This is a flat-out piece of land, and they are going to just see what the conditions are like as we go on board.
Very late to right.
So acknowledgements must go out to York Timbers, the sole sponsors of all the dirt stages, but on board and exciting stuff. The beauty, and it's treacherous. Setting a stage time of 14.59.3.
That's the benchmark time to be beaten by now. Jan Habig, multiple Sasol winner. He's done it 4 times already. And he's really on it from the start. As you can see, he goes as fast as he can. Habig wants to win this one. He's currently lying second in the championship.
Also one of the 4 of those BP Ultimate Polos as well. So what a big team entrant.
Enzo Keen, another one, the second one on the road. Reigning champion, and he won this rally last year. Currently lying third in the South African Rally Championship. And he would like to make it 7 Sasol Rally wins.
Well, I heard him earlier on praying for rain. I don't know why, because they're not allowed wet compounds. All cars run on dry compounds, so he must be a sucker for punishment.
Hergen Fecken and Pierre Arries, former champions, of course, lying 4th in the championship at the moment. The biggest ambition of Fecken is to win this event because it's his own club that organizes it, the South African Motorsport Club.
Spectators out in full force right now. Focus on car number 17, Sasol Ford Fiesta, John Williams and Kubus Frey. Looks like they're on the pace too, Hendrik.
Indeed, they are trying to set a good time there. The best time has not been beaten yet as we go to the first of the Castrol Toyota Auris cars. Johnny Gemmell, 12th in the championship after an indifferent start to the season, struggling in KwaZulu-Natal. But this car seems to be sorted out much better at the moment.
On board with him at the moment. Incredible shots. Of course, a very fast-paced, sweeping right-hander. You make a mistake at this speed and things go wrong quickly.
Second of the Sasol Ford Fiestas, Cronje and Houghton, way down in the championship after the first round in KwaZulu-Natal, but they are absolutely on it.
Max Chris, left one. Left one into easy jump, left six. Easy jump, left six. Into K, dip bump. K, dip bump, long right six in, over dip bump. Into left one.
And they would eventually win this stage by 1.9 seconds, starting off the Sasol Rally the way they did in KZN.
Yeah, it's a really good effort. Car 13 right now, the Castrol back Toyota, Leroy Poulter, Elvin Kutsia. Fourth fastest, 8.3 seconds behind Cronje and Houghton. And Houghton and Cronje are on the pace.
So after stage one, Cronje leads Gemmel and then Habbig from Poulter and Kuhn. First opportunity for servicing, it's the service park in Graskop. While Ford won stage one, Toyota is certainly looking strong.
Glenn, Toyotas have got off to a better start than they did down in Durban. You must be happy with that.
Yeah, we're really happy right now. Of course, it's early days, so we just got to be a little cautious. But we've done a fair amount of testing since the last race, and Johnny and Leroy were happy after the testing, and we're pretty happy right now. But it's a long rally, but it's a good start after a 25k stage.
Well, Mark, you've certainly laid down the gauntlet to the rest of them.
Yeah, it's been a great start for us, but it's still a long way to go, so I'm not counting my chickens yet. But the car really feels great, so I'm looking forward to the rest of the event.
And how were the stages out there? Were they what you expected?
Yeah, I was actually surprising. There was quite a lot of grip. Very rocky still, so it's a bit of a tricky one. The yumps were what scared me. I had reminiscence from the last event, but it was good. I think that we had a good run.
How was that first stage?
The first stage was actually better than expected. We had a lot of rain last night. The stage is not as wet as we expected, so some places is good grip, bit of mud here and there, but yeah, it went quite well.
Stage two, the longest on the rally, 25.5 kilometers on tough dirt roads in the Grootfontein area between Graskop and Pilgrim's Rest. Lots of mud expected. There's some very fast sections combined with some tight, tricky corners. First on the road, as usual, Conrad Rothenbach, now 6th overall, 18.4 seconds behind leader Cronje.
Well, it's amazing. Just under 24 seconds separates the top 10 places with the stage winner, Mark Cronje. So there's a lot still to go here.
50, late 4 right, and neat, 3 left minus mud. 4 right and neat, 3 left minus mud, into 2 right, continues long over rocks. And Max left, 160 up.
Well, that gave you a very good indication of the kind of conditions that these cars and drivers are facing on the Sasol. Jan Habbig, 3rd overall at the moment, 3.7 seconds behind Cronje.
Yeah, he is getting to grips with the conditions earlier on. Seems to be very smooth. If he keeps us up, he should post a very good time, if not a competitive time.
Well, he is absolutely flying, isn't he? Enzo Kuhn, 5th overall after stage one, 9.7 seconds behind Cronje.
6 wins and once another, I can tell you, it's in his heart.
This is Argen Vecken, 7th overall after stage one. A cautious start for him, 18.7 seconds behind Cronje, but now he is absolutely flying and almost hitting the bank there.
Car number 7 with John Williams, Cooper's Frey and the Sasol Ford Fiesta. They were 10th overall. They'll want to improve a lot better this time around.
That's right, 23.5 seconds behind Cronje. And there's a problem.
Oh, no.
There's a problem. They're slowing down. Probably a puncture or something for them.
How serious is this, Hendrik, I wonder?
Well, it's going to cost them a huge amount of time flying towards them now. Johnny Gemmel, 2nd overall at the moment, 1.9 seconds behind Mark Cronje, and he's on it as we go on board the pairing. And there's the stricken Ford on the outside, so still stationary, the Williams car.
Yeah, they'll have to get that going, otherwise the time is just going to go away from them in a big, big way.
This is effectively the end of their rally, really. Well, they did get going, and well, they lost about 6 minutes. I think they were stationary behind, and they're just ahead of their teammate, Mark Cronje, coming up behind them now, and he is going to lose some time as well. You don't want 2 rally cars right behind each other because there are stones and dust and mud flying up from the car ahead of you. Here we go, on board with Cronje.
Yeah, this is the problem right now. He's come up on him right now. He needs to get out of the way fast. Can he not see him? I mean, this is slowing up Cronje. This is no time to be cordial in a matter like this.
Well, it's teammates, and this is ironic. I don't think Williams is aware that Cronje is behind him. Now, Cronje won the first stage, and he is losing time hand over hand at the moment. He bumps his teammate to warn him, and I think now they are aware of each other.
Yeah, I know.
That's... Can he get past, though?
I don't know.
No grip at all.
70, right to tightens to turn right 8, right to tightens, turn right 8, left 9, left 9. Okay, go right, go right, go right.
On board still with Cronje, and they're pulling off. There's a problem with that car. This is the Cronje car pulling off. And they seem to have a problem with the front end of the car.
I don't think there was a lot of damage. It seems so innocuous, but he would just lose about 3 minutes and finish 19th on the stage overall.
Absolute tragedy. This is Poulter, 4th overall after stage 1. 8.3 seconds behind Cronje in the Castrol Toyota Auris.
Well, at last, a chance to see Janelle de Villiers, Ralph Pitchford, one of the 4 BP Ultimate Polos. And hopefully they'll get through this. Oh, more problems. Oh, no.
Yeah, pulls off the road. Puncture. This is going to be a big factor. Punctures on this event is going to have a huge effect on the outcome of this rally.
Well, they would lose 9 minutes and finish 24th.
Jaap van Niekerk, 9th overall, goes past this stricken polo. And Habig wins stage 2, taking the lead. Feck second in stage 2, ahead of Rothenbach, Poulter and Gemmel. Stage 3, a repeat of the long 25.2 kilometer stage 1 at Driekop, and conditions now far better as the sun has dried out the road surface.
G Fuels, Reitenbach and Nicholas Klinger, 22.4 seconds to make up. But remember, a long way to go. They will finish 9th though.
They're lying 6th overall at the moment, as you say, 22.4 behind leader Habig. And Habig is leading overall by 6.8 seconds after the Cronje disaster. And he is absolutely flying. We keep on repeating that. He's literally flying as well. Keen, 4th overall at the moment. 16.2 seconds behind Habig. So it's still very, very tight amongst those top 3-4 cars.
Yeah, things are changing behind. Gemmel is chasing, and Poulter and Elvin Coetzee are threatening, just 13 seconds adrift.
Also flying, quite literally. Ergen Feck in 5th overall at the moment. 20.2 seconds deficit to rally leader and teammate Jan Habig.
Souvenir for the youngster. It would be ironic later down the line that his first car will be a Volkswagen. Not bad.
JP Danzo, 9th overall after 2 stages. And he is some 90 seconds behind rally leader Jan Habig, taking it easy. Johnny Gemmel, though, not taking it easy. 2nd overall, 6.8 seconds behind Habig. And this battle is shaping up very nicely now in stage 3.
Car number 6, Charles Wilkin, Greg Godridge, Basil Reed, Bishop, Ford Fiesta. They lie 10th at the moment and also going airborne.
Mark Cronje has dropped back to 14th overall after the disaster in stage 2 in the Sasol Ford Fiesta. But he is trying his very best to make up as many positions as possible. And he would eventually go 3rd fastest in stage 3, moving up to 10th.
Car 13, Castrol back Toyota. Poulter, Elvin Coetzee are showing positive sign, and Poulter's skill is becoming very evident. They will go on to finish 2nd fastest. 2nd overall, 14.5 seconds behind Habig.
Mohamed Musa and the team total Toyota Runex 8th overall after the first 2 stages. So Habig wins the stage by 1.4 seconds from Poulter. Cronje in 3rd position ahead of Fecken. Time for everybody to catch their breath after the 3 longest stages of the rally. And a lot of things to discuss, but what exactly happened between teammates Williams and Cronje, the 2 Sasol teammates?
And you guys seem to be passing each other in the stages there.
Yeah, unfortunately, I held up my teammate, which wasn't part of the plan. We were trying to look to see where he was. We got a puncher a few Ks into the stage, and we came back out, and yeah, we didn't see Mark. Very difficult to see in these cars. So yeah, I've got to apologise to Mark for holding him up. So not good.
Mark, what's your story?
Yeah, we unfortunately had to stop and clean the radiator. We got past John and then got going, but then the temperature started skyrocketing, so I had to stop and clean all the mud out the radiator from trying to tuck in behind him. And that's it. It's unfortunately the name of the game. It's a very brutal sport.
Well, Charles, you're off to a better start than you were in Durban. You must be a little bit happier with the car's performance.
Yeah, it's certainly better than Durban, but still not the perfect start. I think we started a little bit slow, and all the other guys went flat out, so it caught me out a little bit.
Jan, how were those few stages for you?
Yeah, it's quite quick, but they're very rough and hard on the cars. The cars are really taking a lot of punishment. Maybe we should just back off a little bit and get to the end.
Guy, you're already into lateness. What's going on here?
Yeah, cracked the gearbox casing in stage 2. We managed to do stage 3 without problems, but had to change the box. We've only got 20-minute service allowed to us. We're already running late, so unfortunately there'll be penalties for us.
It's been good so far. Stages have been nice and clean. A lot of guys have had some bad luck. No, it's really just to stabilise, and maybe start on the road, tomorrow.
And a 2-minute 40 penalty for lateness dropped Kuhn from 4th to 11th overall.